on a long downward spiral. And this the Clinton quote, this fucks with me. Just a month before, Apollo 11 astronauts Buzz Aldrin and Neil Armstrong had left their colleague Michael Collins aboard Spaceship Columbia and walked on the moon, beating by 5 months President Kennedy's goal of putting a man on the moon before the end of the decade. The old carpenter asked me if I believed it happened. I said, sure, I saw it on television, and he disagreed. He said that he didn't believe it for a minute, that those television fellers can make things look real that weren't. Back then, I thought he was a crank. During my 8 years in Washington, I saw some things on TV that made me wonder if he wasn't ahead of his time. Yeah, look, it's a horrible quote to hear from the President of the United States if you're a confused young man and you think we maybe didn't land on the moon. You read something like that and you go, what the fuck does that mean?
Well, plus people in total give the government way more credit for organized behavior than they actually ever deserve. So
I think they believe the government killed Kennedy. And I think a lot of people believe that if they did that, they could kind of do a lot of things.
Yeah, I mean, so, okay, but, science is going to move on while you're, arguing that. And so, yeah, that's what there's a point where you just say, all right, I got to move on.
That's the other thing that makes a conspiracy so juicy, is that science didn't move on when it came to manned space landings. That was the end.
The engineering of it, it was the political will. It's money at that level, right?
I agree with you. The